Good morning. Before you run off on me, like my ex-wife did, please leave a like and a subscribe. I'd appreciate you. If you're trying to stick around, talk to me. I'm out here all by myself, out here on the track. Nothing but me and the crickets. Nothing but me and the crickets. Out here getting some cardio, trying to stay healthy. Early in the morning. I always have me a cup of coffee before I take off, but I always look forward to my second cup when I get done here. Give me some more coffee. Oh man. It's day 65 of my weight loss journey. Down 46 pounds so far. I thank you for clicking in. I appreciate you. Trying to grow my channel like I'm trying to lose weight. Trying to give it everything I got. Cracked out much? Nah, not lately. Nah, I ain't got no headlights. I'll tell you, it gets dark out here, doesn't it? I turned the lights on over the soccer field. They got a time switch. I mean, it's better than nothing. Before they let me do that, man, I didn't have no lights. I had one of the guys from the county show me how to do it. Before that, man, I used to come out here, it was dark. And it was dark. See this rock right here? One morning I came out, it was about 4:30 in the morning, and there was a guy sitting on top of this rock just staring up at the stars. Scared the shit out of me. Yeah. Asked him if he was okay. He said, yep. No grown-ass man gonna sit there on that rock looking up at the stars 4:30 in the morning if he ain't got something going through his head, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Yeah, them damn skunks. Nah, I tell you what, we got all kind of animals around here. I'm in the boondocks. I'm surrounded by cow pasture. It's early in the morning now, but when I come out at my night walk, usually I say about 8:30, 9 o'clock, you'll hear the coyotes. A lot of packs of coyotes out there. Armadillos. If you go to my channel and you see what I posted yesterday, Christian, I woke up in the morning, walked out my front door, got in my truck, started it up. And on, the 4x4 where my mailbox is, the post, man, I started my truck, the lights come on automatic. You could see there was a big ass owl sitting on top of my mailbox, the post. Man, scared the shit out of me, man. And we got screech owls down here, and we got big owls, but you always hear the screech owls, and you might get lucky see them flying around tree to tree at night. But man, I've never seen one of those big ones up close like that. I got a video of it, though. If you go to my channel, you can check it out. He was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But he had talons like his claws were like the eagles. I seen those big old feet. I seen those big old feet, man. I try to get close, and if you're watching the video, he takes like a little notch with his head, looks right at me. Big old black eyes. Beautiful. And then if you notice at the end of the video, you'll see me spinning around when he flies off towards me. That was me scared to shitless, and I was trying to make sure he wasn't gonna come at me. I was spinning around trying to find him. But I guess he just flew off, went towards the ground, and then took off and went straight up. Man, he was beautiful. He was beautiful. But yeah, just out here trying to get some steps in. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Another thing happened to me, man, not too long ago. I think it was not this week, but last week. You can check it out. I got on there too. Man, I was out here doing my laps. And, I don't bother nobody. I film, for my YouTube channel. But, if I see people, I always put my camera down or turn it off, you know what I mean? I don't like to film people, especially without their permission and stuff. And this old guy was riding around on electric bike, and I seen him twice before when I was walking. He likes to jump on the track with his electric bike, and every time he comes by, he always rides down the middle. It's like he never, goes around you. He's got a bike. This is a walking track. But I always move over towards the grass and I let him go by. I was never upset with him or mad at him, said anything to him. I always thought he was cool, you know what I mean? Old guy thinking he's still 16. And then he gets on that electric bike on the track, I figure, for me, I was thinking, man, that's probably cool. You think like you're at Daytona or something, you're hitting the corners and stuff. I wasn't upset with him. And man, not this Monday, but the last Monday, he rolled by me and he just snapped on me. He assaulted me, everything, yeah. I had to call the law. I mean, I walked away. Shoot, I walked away after he hit me 3 times. Hit me 3 times in my chest. But I'm twice his size. He didn't even budge me, and I just thought he was nuts. And it was sort of amusing and amazing at the same time that he put his hands on me. I even told him after he hit me the first time, I said, you do see how big I am compared to you, right? I guess that didn't faze him, man. He kept yelling, I'm an ex-Marine. I will put you in the ground. You don't know what I'm capable of. I was like, okay. So I tried to walk away, but man, he just kept following me. And he was fat shaming me the whole time. But I don't think he was fat shaming me because it was like a phobia. I think he was fat shaming me because he was trying to trigger me. And when I say he was foul, man. There was little kids not even 20 feet from us when he started with their parents, just screaming out loud, foul language. And he was terrible. Very disrespectful. And he just kept following me, threatening me and stuff. So I finally called the law. I said, let me call the law. So I called them, they came out. He got charged with battery. He got bonded out that same night. And I don't know, I haven't seen him since. Yeah, I don't know, because, like I said, he hit me. We was right up on each other. I didn't smell no alcohol, no signs of drug use. His eyes were clean. He seemed competent. I think he just snapped, you know what I mean? Now, if he would have told me, he was like, look, man, I'm sorry. This and this just happened to me. My wife left me or something, you know what I mean? As a man, I'd have understood, you know what I mean? I wouldn't have been mad at him, I'd rather him take it out on me than someone else. I'm a big guy, I can take it. But nothing but anger and then the fat shaming. I don't think I've ever heard anybody fat shame a person that much. I think anybody else probably would have broke down crying. Yeah, I mean, it was terrible. Making penis jokes and all kind of stuff. I mean, he was bad, man. He was trying so hard to trigger me, but he couldn't trigger me, man. He couldn't trigger me. Nah. I ain't like I used to be. If I was younger, I was a terrible person when I was younger. I don't want to say I was a bad person. I just didn't care, you know what I mean, about consequences and stuff like that. And not just consequences for me, but, about the other person that you hurt, you know what I mean? So now, I tried to turn the cheek and walk away, but I got about 20 feet and he just kept following me and threatening me. So I was like, well, let me call the law. Yeah. I think the judge scared him pretty much when he got his bond. You don't go back out there, you don't go near that man, or I'm gonna lock you up for life. Who knows? Maybe he learned a lesson, I don't know. Hopefully he did. But I on social media, news and everything, I watched today, that's something I thought about when I walked away. I was like, he says he's a ex-Marine. What if he's got a gun under his shirt, you know what I mean? What if he's one of those people, that snap and just, you know what I mean? Because it's not just the young people going crazy nowadays, it's everybody. So I was like, yeah. So even now, I know I ain't seen him in a week and a half. I still keep my eyes open when I come out here because to come out here to the park, I come out to the park 3 times a day and I got to pass by his house. So, every time I come, I always keep my eyes open and my head on a swivel. You never know. He might jump out a bush at me. You never know. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you giving me a subscribe. Like the channel, go check it out. Check out some of my videos. I appreciate you. I'm definitely putting in the work, man. I wouldn't ask for subscribers or likes if I didn't feel like like I'm not putting in the work. You know what I mean? I've been filming every day, posting every day, all my workouts, my walks, my diet. You know, I'm not like a lot of these other guys, all flashy and got coaches and nutritionists and and rich parents taking care of me. You know what I mean? Paying for everything. You know, it's just me. I'm 52 years old, on disability, and I'm doing all this by myself. You know, and I'm doing it. You know, I'm doing it. I'm getting it done. And I'm gonna keep doing it, man. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep going. I'm trying to earn me another 20 years of life. You know, yeah, day at a time. Yeah, man. Yeah, I had 2 strokes at 40. I was 42. I was the youngest guy on the cardiac floor. That's when I was at my biggest. I lost some weight then because they wanted to put a pacemaker in me. I didn't want it. That scared me more than the strokes did. You know what I mean? I didn't want cut open my whole chest and everything. You know. So I started then. I lost about 87 pounds then. I was in the 400s back then. I'm starting this one at 330 pounds. I'm down to 284 now. 260 was the goal set in the beginning, but I changed it. I think I want to get 240. I definitely want to hit 240. I'm gonna give it my all. But yeah, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Hope you have a good day. Have a great day, brother. Ooh. It's usually beautiful in the morning. I'm here in Central Florida, but I ain't gonna lie, it does get a little humid. Even with the cool little breeze and everything, it just still feels humid, like hard to breathe sometimes in the air. But we gotta get it. We gotta get it. Hey, I talked to my doctor, give me some oxygen, give me an oxygen tank. Then I carry the oxygen tank around. Get me some oxygen going while I walk. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, man. All right, take care, be safe. Hello, hello, hello. I see there's someone else in here besides Christian. I appreciate you giving me a like and a subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel. I appreciate you. We're out here in Central Florida in a very little small town. And this is our local park. It's pretty much surrounded by cow pastures. It's all cow pastures. Back in the day, there used to be buffalo over here. They used to have buffalo. Back when I was a kid, man, that was amazing. Early in the morning, when they put out the feed for the buffalo, man, that was amazing. It sounded like thunder in the morning. Just like thunder. It was amazing. Good morning, Plant Lover. You have a good day, Christian. Hopefully we get to talk again. I appreciate you. Plant Lover, you love plants? I don't know if I got a picture on my channel or not, man. I got a big, beautiful loquat. You know what the loquat tree is? I'm good. Out here trying to get some steps in for my weight loss journey. Yeah, I got a giant loquat tree in my yard. I got a loquat tree, big and beautiful. I don't know if you know what the loquats are, but I think they call them Chinese plums, I think some people call them. But man, mine are sweet. You know, you get a lot of citrus fruit. I always got that citrus tang to it. Nah, mine tastes like honey. They taste just like honey. They're beautiful. And then I got that, and I got 2 orange trees. I got some pineapple, and I got 9 pepper plants. Hot peppers, yeah, jalapenos, habanero. I got 1 ghost one. I got 1 Tabasco, a little Tabasco. Yeah, mostly jalapeno. I love my peppers. How you doing this morning, plant lover? Ooh, we're getting it, people. We're getting it. I think we got man, I think we got about, I think it's 2 or 3. I'm hoping it's 2 more laps. I'm hoping maybe 2 more, but it might be 3 more laps. Yeah, I don't know. I don't usually check my stepper. I usually wait till I'm like full of sweat. That'll tell me, you know, my shirt be soaked. That's how I know I put in work. You know, if you ain't sweating, you ain't doing nothing. That's like at the gym. I see people that come to the gym, they jump on the treadmill. They'll do about an hour with not one drop of sweat on them. You know, you got to get your heart rate up. You got to get the metabolism kicked on. You don't start earning nothing until they start sweating. You gotta sweat, man. There was a time when I was in there and I used to think, man, I used to leave so sweaty and nasty, and I used to be so embarrassed, you know. I think that people were looking at me, look at this guy, you know, all sweaty, nasty and stuff, you know, like looking down on me. And then I figured out that's how you lose weight. That's how you lose weight. If you ain't sweating, you ain't burning, you ain't putting in the work, man, what are you doing? You know, you ain't doing nothing. So now, yeah, that's my goal. Anytime I do any exercise, cardio, anything, my goal is to sweat, go in hard, do as much as I can, as hard as I can. And that's the goal. Hey, for all y'all just clicked on, man, I appreciate you. If you can give me a subscribe and a like, help me grow the channel. Don't cost a thing. Just take a second to push those buttons. You know, don't be like my ex-wife and just hit and run. Take off on me. Yeah. I already had one of her. We don't need no more of her. I think this is the darkest area of the track that I get into. And I don't know if you can see. You see this little wooded area right here? It's like a little wooded area right behind the skateboard park. That's full of animals, man. Deer, pig. I saw a baby deer come running out the other day during the day, but they usually just sit up in there quiet. That's where they sleep. Yeah, and every once in a while, early in the morning, sometimes we'll hear the pigs. Yeah. Oh, man. You gotta keep on going. What you got going on today, plant lover? Where you at? What state you in or country? I'm in Central Florida. I'm right off of the interstate. We're like one of those little interstate towns, you know, where it ain't nothing. The biggest thing we got going on is the gas stations up at the interstate, you know what I mean? That's the biggest thing we got going on. No street lights, no police, nothing. The sheriff comes by like 3 times a day from the town next door. And the town next door is that's the closest one. It's probably about a 20-minute drive. Yeah, nearest hospital is about an hour. Nearest big city's an hour. Nearest mall or anything's about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour drive. Yeah. I hear you. I hear you. What state you in, Plant? You in Florida too, or? I get a lot of, you know, I think it's pretty cool when I get a lot of people from like outside the country. I think it's so neat that you can do stuff like this and actually meet people from other countries and stuff. It's pretty cool. It's really cool. And I guess the time, you know, I don't know what time was it, 5 here? 5 here, so I guess, well, it's like probably like 5 in the afternoon everywhere else, overseas and stuff. So that's probably why they get clicked on and stuff. Right about now, though, everybody getting up, school, work. I don't know, I like to do it. It keeps me busy in the morning when I'm walking, my early morning walking. I get to meet people, talk to people, you know. And hopefully pick up some new subscribers. Help grow my channel, you know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, we can always try, you know. It doesn't hurt to try, you know. Oh, you sick? Oh, man. I hope you feel better. Hope you feel better. Yeah. Get you some soup, some hot coffee, some tea. You know, I remember when I was a kid, I don't know why, I just thought of it when you told me this. When I was a kid, you know, we used to get ear infections as kids. You know, you always get ear infections, you know, especially living down here, always going in the water, in and out of the water, lakes, the ocean. My granny, you know, my great grandmother, she was old school. You know, she used to, when we get ear infections, she used to make us pee in a cup, and then she'd get a dropper, and she'd always put drops of pee in our ear. Yeah. It'd be like warm pee get dropped inside your ear. I'm not gonna lie, it worked. But man, that was crazy. That was crazy. If I think about it today, I tell my kids, and they don't know what to think. Thank you, Plant. God bless you too, man, and your family. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you very much. That's another thing I do, you know. Since I started, I always been a loner. You know, I wouldn't call myself sociable. You know what I'm saying? I've always been a loner. I think from all the times, I've been a broken person for a long time. You know, been broken by people. You know, not just relationships with women, friends, family. You know, it takes a toll on you. And I've been broken many times in my life, so I don't know, I always call myself a broken person, you know. And then I gained all the weight, you know, I started losing people. Everybody started dying on me, you know, my family members, close family members, father, mother, grandmother, granny. My sister, she died at 24 years old with leukemia. So I don't know, I just always kept to myself. And, and I know who God is, you know what I mean? I was born and raised in a Catholic, you know. I'm Irish Puerto Rican, so I was born in the Catholic, you know, I was baptized at 4 years old, you know. And, I've always believed and loved God, you know, ever since, you know, even when I was doing wrong, you know, in my teenagers and my early 20s, you know, I always knew he was there, you know. But I always wanted to get closer, you know what I'm saying? I always wanted to get closer. And since I started this weight loss journey, you know, obviously besides losing weight and my energy levels through the roof, and I was diabetic, my sugar's better and everything. But something I noticed is I've been feeling a whole lot closer to him, you know what I mean? I've been feeling a whole lot closer to him. You know, there's been some times, you know, obviously, you know, I'm out here 3 times a day. I'm doing cardio 3 times a day, 5,000 steps per session. That's what, 15,000 a day. And then, you know, then I do whatever I got to do at home and stuff during the breaks. And then at 9 o'clock, I do an hour strength training. And this is every day for the last 4 days. Hey, you know, it takes a toll on you. You know, I say about a week before the 60th day, man, I was ready to break. I was burning out, you know. My body was giving out. And, you know, I said something to somebody, I think it was my little sister the other day. You know, I was out here and I just felt like giving up. And I tell you what, it felt like he just grabbed me, picked me up, and we just started walking, you know what I mean? I know it sounds cheesy and stupid, you know what I mean? But that's how I felt, you know what I mean? That's really how I felt, you know? And, you know, and ever since then, I just keep going. It's like he's not leaving my side, you know? He's right there with me. He's carrying me the whole way. You know, you get up, you know, I don't get to go to bed at like 10, 12 o'clock at night, and then I'm up, you know, 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning to get ready to come do this. But I bounce right out the bed, you know, every time. I bounce right out. It's like he just grabs me and says, let's go. I don't know if you remember, I like saying in the morning when I get up, obviously talking to myself, I always say, time to make the donuts. You remember back in the 80s? The Dunkin' Donut commercial? Time to make the donuts. That's what I say in the mornings. Yeah. But yeah, I got about 2 more minutes left on my live. And I don't know, let me see where we at. Let's see where we at. See if we got one more lap or this is it. I don't know. We'll see where we're at. Now we got one more lap. We got one more lap in us. Yeah, we don't go nowhere. I got this thing too. Pretty funny. You see this this little exercise thing up here. You'll see it. It'll be on the right, like a little green thing. Oh, it's like a balance beam. That's like my starting point. So when I get to it, like I'll give you an example. The other day, I was at 4,997 steps. All I needed was 3 more steps to make my 5,000, right? But the deal I got with myself is when I reach that point, if I haven't reached 5,000 or better, I got to do another lap. I don't care if it's one more step. I got to do another lap. So, yeah, we definitely doing another lap. Hello, hello, hello. If you just joined, just clicked on, I appreciate you. Good morning. God bless you. I appreciate a like. And if you can go ahead and hit that subscribe button, I appreciate you too before you take off on me. Trying to grow my channel. If you still here with me, Plant, they always take off. You know, all you gotta do is hit that button, like and subscribe. You know, back in the day when I first started YouTube and people used to tell me to subscribe and stuff, you know, I used to think about subscribe as like subscription, you know what I mean? I thought you had to pay for it. I didn't know it was free. You know, especially when they say support my channel, you know, it's like, well, if I hit the subscribe, am I paying like a monthly fee or something? You know what I mean? When all it's just free. You just hit that subscribe button, don't cost a thing. You know, it helps, helps small channels to grow like mine, you know. Yeah, I appreciate it though. Hey, how you doing? See you just joined, a couple of you. Before you take off on me, can you hit that like and subscribe button? I appreciate you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And if you feel like it, go check out my channel. You can see the work I'm putting in and see if I'm worth it. I'm out here every day getting 16, 17,000 steps a day. Strength training for an hour every day and eating once a day. We're in today's day 64 days in, 46 pounds down in the first 60 days. I've been averaging about anywhere from, I don't know, I've been doing pretty good. I've been holding for about 5 pounds a week dropping. I've been doing pretty good. I don't know what we're gonna see this Saturday. This Saturday, we're doing weigh-ins every Saturday. So we do a weigh-in every Saturday. And then every 30 days, 30 days at the 60-day mark. And then we'll check in again at the 90-day mark. We'll do like a, what do you call it? Like a body comparison. We'll do a body comparison. And I tell you what, just in those 60 days from the time I did the first check-in and then the 30-day check-in, the side view, my gut, and then the 60-day check-in, so that's 3 pictures. Man, I mean, you could just see just a difference in that, which was very, very motivating for me. It really motivated me when I seen that. I was like, yeah, it's working. You know, it shows that it's working, that I'm putting in the work. So yeah, don't mean to sound like a broken record. Don't forget to subscribe. They always take off on me. I think they see the dark screen, Plant, and they're like, I don't know what this is. And they take off. They probably think it's like a horror movie or something. They think it's a horror movie and then they just run. It's crazy. Last lap. We got this. Last lap. Let's get it. One thing though, I like, that's the problem at nighttime when it gets dark at night and you're out here. The mosquitoes and the gnats. But in the mornings, it's pretty good. No mosquitoes, no gnats. Just the crickets. Crickets and the owls. That's it. That's all you pretty much hear. That's it. Then usually around, depends how late. I usually come early, 4:35. But if I ever come late, like at 5, 5:30, 6. Usually about 6, 6:30, you'll start hearing all the roosters. You know, there's a lot of farmland around here and a lot of people with their own little chicken farms and stuff. And you'll hear them roosters go up. You know, and then, like the TV shows you, the roosters always crow when the sun comes up. Man, them suckers will start crowing before that sun even peeks over the tree line. They just start to crowing. They're loud too. I can hear them all the way across the fields. Yeah. But yeah. After this, we get home, get cleaned up, get another cup of coffee. And it's pumpkin spice season, people. Pumpkin spice season. I got my pumpkin spice creamer. I always get the roasted coconut coffee flavor. And then I always hit it with the pumpkin spice. Well, now, because it's season, but during the rest of the year, I like the Irish creamer and the Italian creamer is pretty good too. Stick. But yeah. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for joining. I know it's a little dark out there on the screen, but that's because it's early morning. We out here at the track getting our 5,000 steps in. Oh, I hear you. I tell you what, my fat ass would do backflips for some pumpkin spice. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to cuss. I love pumpkin spice. And the nice thing about it, it comes out seasonal. But the Walmart, I'm in a small town in Florida. They always, they'll keep it year round. You can usually get it year round. It's pretty cool. Not like the other products, it's always, different products comes out with the pumpkin spice, but they usually try to keep the creamer in, and that's pretty cool. I love it, yeah. Probably because they get big sales off it when it comes out. I usually grab it, stock up on it, yeah. I love the pumpkin spice. God, it's amazing. Get some pumpkin spice ice cream. Yeah. Pumpkin pie, pumpkin bread. Pumpkin bread is pretty good too. Flatbread. Yeah, my grandma used to make that homemade. Yeah, I had some pumpkins growing in my yard at one time, and watermelons. I lost those. I still got my loquat tree though, and my 2 citrus trees, and still got my pineapples, and I got a few peppers left. Yeah, how you doing, Trinity? Where you texting in from? Yeah. I'm down here in Florida. Where are you at? I'm doing good. I tell you, ever since I started this weight loss journey, man, I've been doing way better. Energy level through the roof. Diabetes under control. North Carolina, yeah. North Carolina, when we was kids. Oh, look at that. Man, I wish I would have caught that. Well, you guys might have saw it. It was a falling star. Did you catch it up in the top left corner? Man, I wonder if you saw it. That was pretty cool, yeah. You see that star right there? It was like right next to it. Man, that was cool, yeah. I don't know if you saw it or not. I don't know if the camera picked it up. Hopefully it did. That would have been cool. Yeah. Yeah, I used to live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and then, this is where my mom's family's from. So my dad used to bring us down on summer vacations, and we used to always stop. I believe it's in the border between North Carolina and South Carolina. I don't know, I was a kid. I mean, we've done it 15 times. It's called South of the Border. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's right off of 75. It's like a hotel place, motel, whatever, but it's got like a little amusement area, like amusement park type stuff. We used to stop there all the time. That was cool. One of my memories as a kid. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Man, I really hope that falling star got caught. That thing was pretty neat. That's one thing I do get to see a lot. No, not Carowinds. It was called South of the Border. It was like Mexican themed. Yeah, and this was back in the 70s and 80s. But it's still there. I talked to somebody not too long ago, said they stopped by. Yeah. Yeah, I did. I did. I did, Trinity. I did. You know, and it's pretty cool too, because I tell you what, say out of 7 days I come here in the mornings, and probably I say at least 5 or 6 days out of those 7, there's always a falling star. But usually over this way, over that way, that's where the sun goes down. Usually I see them over that way all the time. And I always think, but not falling, like shooting across the sky. So I always think they're like meteors or something. But over there, you see that star in the background, that's where it fell. That came straight down, that was shooting down. Had a nice little tail to it and stuff. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I appreciate if you guys give me a subscribe to the channel. Help me grow the channel. Don't cost a thing. Just hit that button, take a second, and I appreciate you. And I tell you what, I hope you guys have a great day today. And hopefully I'll see you guys again. I usually do this every morning about the same time. Sometimes I'll do them on my evening walk. I usually don't do it on my afternoon walk because people are usually in school or at work. So never really anybody on, you know. But yeah, this is my starter marker right here. Let's see how many steps we got in. I know that was our last lap. Let's see what we got. 5,332 steps. Yep, we hit our marker. All right, people. Let me see if I can flip the camera around. There's the old guy right there. How y'all doing this morning? Look at them dimples. I love my dimples. Every time I see my dimples, man, I love my dimple. And it's just one. I don't think I got one on the other side. I don't know what you would call it if you only got, what is it when you got just one dimple? Is that a dimp? I got a dimp. Like, see, just the one. Let's see if I got one. Nah, there ain't one on the other side. I guess one's better than none, right? Man, we're gonna go to the house. We're gonna get cleaned up, and we're gonna make us some more coffee and hit it with the pumpkin spice creamer. Yeah, man. I hope all y'all out there still watching. You have a blessed day. Good morning. And man, live life to the fullest. That's all we can do, right? Because eventually y'all gonna catch up to me. Gonna get old. Get all the gray hair coming and go bald. I got a son, he's 27. And man, I guess it's in the genes. I got a 23 and a 27-year-old, both of them going bald already. They got nothing up top. They got long hair growing around here, but they ain't got nothing. They ain't got nothing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean for that. It happened, kids. Don't blame me. I was born with it too. I lost all mine at 24 years old. All right, people, I'm gonna head to the house. If you still here, if you ain't hit the subscribe button, please hit that subscribe button. Don't cost a thing. Takes a second. Just helps me to grow my channel. You know what I mean? I'm trying to grow, trying to get it going. And I appreciate y'all. I love you. And let's do this again. We'll do it again tomorrow, and I'll be doing it again tonight, probably about 7:30. If you're around, give me a subscribe, and then you'll get notified, and we can talk some more. You know what I mean? All right. God bless y'all. Take care. Be good.